Oh, technical difficulties. Hang on for a second. Heidi ho, and welcome to this evening's intention. So we're going to create some reality here together. If you could find a place for about 30 minutes to sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be really great. So go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. You don't need them for the next half hour. And for the next breath, I want you to focus on breathing in as full as you can, starting with your lower belly and then your upper abdomen, and then expanding the lower rib cage out towards the back. And this time when you exhale, I want you to sink into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. Just really let yourself sink. And for the next breath, I'm going to use a little visualization help. I want you to breathe light directly into your heart and then exhale light directly from your heart. Good. Now let's focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. I want you to bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are these most wonderful, loyal servants that just want to do our bidding. And sometimes we just need to ask. If you can, feel your energy now leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. We move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees, feeling everything relax. And as we pass by each body part or area, I want you to allow it to revert back to its natural blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation. Everything just goes back to its original, perfect balance, vitality, efficiency. And then we move up to our upper legs, the buttocks, hips, pelvic area. And we feel everything loosen. Into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. Then we pop up to the skin of our scalp. This is a place where tension can hide. I want you to release anything that you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. Then we move into the jaw. We allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. We feel all of our facial muscles relax and melt into this pool of perfect relaxation. And then we see if we can't get our eyes, our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax, and then our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a virtual seat on the couch now and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. So let's enlist the help of the elements to help us deal with our thoughts, maybe to slow them down, observe them, maybe even have them detach. So let's start with the element of fire. It's a beautiful tool for this project as it naturally burns up all that no longer serves us, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And we can see the fire element as the sun. So maybe picture yourself standing in full sunlight. You're feeling the radiation on your skin, the warmth. And then we call in the element of water, also a beautiful tool for this job of dealing with thought as it naturally retains memory in each drop. So perhaps we can envision ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. And we watch, observe, as all of our negative patterns and habits, thoughts, any traumas that are inside our body detach and float downstream. And we call in the element of air. So we're feeling the wind or the breeze against our bare skin, maybe raising a few goosebumps. And air's special superpower is to pull away all of our stories that we tell ourselves, our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And finally, we'll call in the earth element with her magnetic properties to pull towards and stick to her any burdens or heaviness that we're still carrying, and trusting her to transform those energies into something higher vibrational, maybe akin to a seed sprouting to new life. Now, our thoughts have this way of kidnapping us and taking us away on these wild rides before we even realize it. So what I'd like you to do, as soon as you realize that you're on one of these tangents, I'd like you to just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing, back to your breath. And sometimes it's simply a matter of continually just bringing yourself gently back. And eventually you'll find that your thoughts have less and less power to drag you away. You get to stay in the beautiful, generous present moment with all of its possibilities much longer. And now let's take the journey from our head space down to our chest cavity where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally, so feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience the buoyancy or the lightness of being as you glide down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I'd like you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize is that this is your heart. You have full access VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision the locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open a little bit. And brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physicalities that we're quite used to experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're floating there, kind of existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, of the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names and many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge that flow right now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracle, and a wondrous capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of right now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having, in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. Open yourself to universal healing. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. Everything in phase. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. Then extend it to include your community and then the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. We are all healers. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending the frequency out. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we could travel around once in a while. But most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and dreams in life. Each of us were seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, each of us have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of your day, being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So, what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution, living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? And look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this all as already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But tonight, let's celebrate this wonderful existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughing, in art, in playing. I'm picturing us all at a huge outdoor music festival. Everybody simply rejoicing. I'm sensing all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together today. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something marvelous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the lower, heavier energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away. We naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief, what bliss. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the tension, worry, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders to transform in the atmosphere into higher resonance frequency that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, opening up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is just so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. And now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're having a picnic with your family, marveling at their shining faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a walk in the forest, enjoying the serenity, maybe you're having a laugh with your buddies, maybe you're creating something new and wonderful in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I'd just like you to stop and look at all the beauty that surrounds you right now. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty. And just drink it in. Sense this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times. And receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to connect with just a bit of gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wonderful life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light, healing, and love and energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'd like you to take your entire beautiful reality that you've created and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy ball. And when we exhale, we're going to share that with the world. Here we go. Build up that big energy ball and send it out. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good job. I can just feel all the concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing us in these frequencies of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'm going to get you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit to really come back in. And when you feel like you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. Just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being with a single conscious breath of intention, anytime, all the time. We won't even have to work at this after a while. We'll just go back to our natural state of walking and talking this energy, these frequencies, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we are this powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitude. So Thank you. Thank you for joining me in these intentions. Whether it's live or recorded, it all works. It's all good. And if you've been doing these intentions for a while and you have a good grasp on the world you'd like to create, then I invite you to really try these single conscious breaths of intention throughout your day. Whenever you get a few seconds, you're brushing your teeth, you're cooking supper, you're standing in line, bring everything back with one conscious breath and play with it, and just notice over the next couple of weeks as you integrate this in practice, what kind of shifts happen for you? What kind of synchronicities do you start to encounter? So I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful evening, the end of your week, and tomorrow starts the weekend. So look forward to seeing you then.